Post-game Zoom call with head coach Emilee Thiesse. Concordia-St. Paul defeating the Mavericks 99-93 Saturday afternoon in Taylor Center. We'll begin with a statement from coach, then we'll open it up to questions.
Honestly, very proud of our team's effort. This is one of the first times all year that our defense hasn't brought it for us, which is just not something that we're used to seeing, where, certainly the defensive field goal percentage isn't anywhere where we want it to be. But there's been games where that maybe have been the case, but we forced a number of turnovers where, again, tonight, just the turnover margin in itself wasn't as significant as we typically force, or our defensive field goal percentage wasn't as consistent as what we needed it to be. And so again, it was a rare night for us, just with our defense being a step behind. And it was a lot of different pieces to our defense that we're not really clicking there. It was great that our offense certainly was connecting on all cylinders to continue to keep us in the game. But, we just continued to put too much pressure on our offense, and when our defense wasn't getting it done.
Have these last two games felt like tournament games in your mind?
Yeah, no question. Just obviously the gravity of the games. That's, what you're going to face in the tournament, the caliber of the opponents. You got to be ready for teams that, are the best teams in the league. And obviously Concordia is one of those teams too. We always say, it's the challenge with playing the same team back to back. You get a great run, you feel like, you have something that plays to your advantage in one night, and in the very next night, you have to assume that a great basketball team is going to make necessary adjustments. They're going to be a different basketball team, and we've got to make sure that we're willing to make some of those adjustments. And again, credit to Concordia that, they did a great job. They came out and they took the reins, as opposed to allowing our defense to set the tone. And going into tournament time, we need to have the Mavericks of Friday night that, that are dictating, that are forcing those deflections and those turnovers, that we are in the driver's seat on the defensive end instead of reacting to where they want to go on the defensive end.
Talk about the performance by Joey Batt. 29 points tonight. She played more than 35 minutes today, so she was definitely a workhorse today. No question about that.
Just all season, Joey, is a workhorse. That's a great word for her. She's an energy bug. She just never looks tired. She's just a great spark to what we do on both ends of the floor. We ask her to set the tone on the ball every single possession and get us going with our break on the offensive end. And she just does that. She brings it consistently. When you look at her stat lines after the games, she's not only scoring, but the number of deflections that don't show up on the stat sheet, the number of steals. I mean, she sets her teammates up. She has a great feel out there. She's just playing great basketball right now. And, we got to continue to have other players that are behind her on the defensive end that are getting that spark as well.
Yeah, you mentioned her defensive effort. She had 4 steals on the day. So that's definitely a good showing for her defensively. Last season, you guys were able to get on a roll in the conference tournament. Can this team do the same thing this year?
That's what we just talked about in the locker room. Hey, we've secured ourselves a spot in the tournament, because of our body of work, because of what we've done and when we needed to do it. But it doesn't change our goals for the season. When we set out for this season, it wasn't just make it to the tournament. Our goals for the season are to be an NCAA tournament team. And, we got to take care of business. We got to be consistent defensively. We got to have consistency from our core 10 of our rotation, on both ends of the floor. And that's going to be what it's going to take going into tournament time for sure.
All right. Good luck next weekend at the NSIC tournament, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you.